Hi, I'm Adriana, and today I'm going to discuss the differences between chicken and turkey eggs. We have chickens and turkeys here, both at Tall Tale Farm. We have lots of different breeds of chickens. As you can see, our basset hounds love eggs. That's why they're crowding around me right now. But as you can see, we have all different colors and types of eggs here on the farm. So these two are turkey eggs. This is an egg laid by our Easter egger. This is laid by an olive egger. And then these eggs are laid by some of our other hens, and then this is laid by our Buff Orpington, I believe. So you can kind of tell which egg is laid by which hen. Now, we have a turkey named Frank. We thought that she was a Tom initially, but it turns out she's a hen. So we kept the name Frank, and she started laying the other day. Now, if you notice, this turkey egg is very, very noticeably different from a chicken egg. So it's noticeably pointier, and it's speckled. It's almost like a giant quail egg. Here's some fun facts about turkey eggs. Turkey eggs are noticeably pointier on one end compared to chicken eggs. So see, this chicken egg is not quite so pointy. Turkey eggs are very, very pointy at one end. They have a harder shell, and they actually have a thicker membrane in between the shell and the contents, the yolk and the whites inside, compared to a chicken egg. They're also 50% higher in protein, so they're actually more nutrient dense than chicken eggs. This also, the part about the membrane being thicker, that actually makes them harder to peel than chicken eggs if you were to boil them. They are perfectly safe to eat. You absolutely can eat them in lieu of a chicken egg. We actually intend to do that ourselves now that we have a turkey that lays eggs. Frank is a young turkey. So young turkeys are called poults, P-O-U-L-T-S. Just like a young chicken is called a pullet, young turkeys are called poults. So Frank is a poult, and therefore her eggs, when she started laying, are very small. As you can see, they're smaller than your average chicken egg, but by the time she's full grown, they will be considerably larger, about 20% larger approximately than a chicken egg. We haven't tried them yet, but supposedly turkey eggs have a very similar taste to chicken eggs. The reason that turkey eggs are not commonly distributed in grocery stores or in restaurants is because turkeys have a much lower egg laying rate compared to chickens, and their maturity, it takes a lot longer for turkeys to become mature, and so it doesn't make sense to have them as laying birds, whereas chickens mature much more quickly and become of laying age much more quickly. So that's why in commercial production, chicken eggs are what we typically eat. That's why. Turkey eggs also have a slightly higher yolk to white ratio compared to chicken eggs.
This is our chicken coop. It has two sections. This is the main coop with the run attached, and then that little part right there is the annex, and that's usually where we introduce new birds to the flock so that they have a grate in between them so that they can meet between the grates. So we have some pullets in the chicken annex, and they're too small to be integrated into the main coop just yet, and so they have to meet through the fence until they're big enough to fend for themselves, and then they will be integrated with the rest of the flock. And you can see they're much smaller than the rest. And this is the main flock. No. And then you could see there's that's Tall Paul. He's our rooster. And then we have lots of different breeds of hens here. So that's one of our Easter eggers. That's Carmel. She's in Buff Orpington. And then we have our olive egger. Her name is Olive. And then we have our little black Australorp, and her name is Almond. And we have a few various other random breeds. And then we have Frank, our turkey. She just gets along just fine. Now, as you could see, we feed our chickens lots of greens in addition to their chicken feed and their poultry feed because they really enjoy it. Here's what it looks like inside the main coop. So we have food and water for them and bedding. We use shavings for bedding. Hello, Frank. And then lots of ventilation, lots of windows. And then they have nesting boxes, and they have multiple roosts because they like to roost up high at night.